Check out this podcast episode. We talk about the importance of communication. Okay, communication on the field. Why do we do it? What things do we say? Communication off the field, building chemistry, talking to coaches. And of course, the communication where it's just encouragement, building up players, momentum, motivation when we're feeling a bit down, when we're losing a game, or if we're winning, can we make sure that they stay focused? Check it out. Let's go.
Hey.
Why is my face so zoomed in, man?
Yay, there we go. Now I can see you properly. How you going?
I'm alright, man. Why were you doing a live stream? Why aren't I with you, man?
What are you talking about? We are going to the live stream because today the podcast will be literally live, and later on I will record and edit. I will fix it, everything. But yeah, are you ready?
You have to be quick though, because this is meant to come out, today. The podcast.
I know. That's fine. That's fine. So we're
job,
gonna do like a short one. Because I was just thinking here, like one of the good things that we can talk about it, and something that we haven't talked about it like that much, or at least as much as I wanted, because I think this is pretty important, is the importance of the communication skills. How important it is, Kyle. So yeah, tell me, let's just start talking. So how important it is for you, communication skills?
Well, hey, look, the kids know me. When they're trying to get the ball and they're moving and they stay quiet, you know how angry that makes me. Because
hold on. Let me help you. Let me help you one thing here. Because I am a director as well and videographer.
Yeah,
Where's the other camera that you should... So don't forget to look to the other camera too. Where's the other camera when you talk to... Come on. Okay,
hey,
again, tell me.
Live stream, by the way. We're getting some people in here. Oi, ask us some questions.
I know. So look, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking here. But then when I talk to the camera, then I look there. Make sense? Because it's pretty much like the same thing in the scenario here, man. Come on, like it's pretty much like you're home. So I'm looking at you and then looking to the camera.
See, this is why we need you. You're the director. The creative director of Soccer Life Mastery.
Yay.
And can you hear me all good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so ask us.
I don't know if people can hear me because like my phone is not that close to me.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Cool, because I'm pretty much yelling.
All right, so we're getting this podcast.
If you're not hearing me properly in a live stream, at least there you can definitely hear me because I'm using the microphone. Everything is recording. Kai is recording there too. So let's see how it's going to work. I hope it works properly. Let's see.
Before we start, make sure send us some questions in the comments or whatever. We'll answer them at the end if there is any. But yeah, we're going to get into a podcast episode about the importance of communication, why we do it on the field, why we communicate, and all that good stuff. Elias is in class, man. Bro, this is... Elias,
what are you doing, mate? Just stay in class.
Teacher.
Kyle, come on. We're gonna get in trouble. Hey, stay in class. This is important. Stop looking at the live stream.
But yes, the importance of communication, Ignacio. Why do we tell kids to communicate? Why do we tell them to, when you want the ball, call for it? Why do we do this?
Yeah, well, this is something that I keep literally talking to them quite all the time because I learned this is one of the most important things, definitely. So let me explain to you how it works for me. So I did that in the training session a couple of times, like putting the kids blindfolded and say, hey, can you hear my voice? Yes. And they're like, yeah, I know. You're there. Cool. So if you know where I am, without even seeing me, well, so my communication skill is good. So I was telling to the kids, hey, how important it is. So when you go sometimes, because I keep saying all the time, hey, keep your heads up. But yeah, sometimes there's no way that you can keep your heads up. So you pull your heads down because you literally touching the ball or something. Then later on, you're going to put your heads up. But if you do have your heads down and for some reason you need to pass the ball quickly and then you hear hey, here, yes. Okay, cool. So you can hear. So every single aspect, you're going to see, okay, so Kai is going over there. So I can see him and I'll pass the ball to him. So that's one of the most important things for me. So communication skills on that point of view, it's a way much better than just raise your hand and just say something or be standing still. Yeah, calling for the ball, showing direction sometimes. Yes, over there. Cool, that's pretty important too. So we need to keep aware of, okay, how we're going to talk and where's the right time to talk? Because I keep telling that to the kids too. Yes, communication skills is important, but doesn't mean communication skill means keep talking all the time. No, please don't. Yeah, we spoke about that in the other episode. Kids just say, pause.
There's a time and place.
Pause. right? They're just like, pause. What are you talking about? No, that's not the right time for you to call for the ball. If I do have the ball right here and the other guy is totally far away, hey, don't go for the ball. I might not even be able to hear you sometimes. And yeah, if the person's next to me giving a proper option, yeah, then you call for the ball and show that you're there. And you only call for the ball when you have like 100% okay, I'm free to receive that ball. I will be a good option.
Well, that's the thing. So communication, of course, as a player, when you have the ball, Nasio, you should be scanning and looking. But like you said, of course, we want you to do that, but it's not always realistic. Sometimes it's human nature to not always do the right things. You're not 100% perfect, Nasio. But if I can help you and let you know where I am by allowing you to hear me, okay, you don't need to see me. As much as we want you to see me, it's not always realistic. So it's about an extra benefit. Can you call for it? Can you say, hey, man on, because you don't know what's behind you? Okay, so cool, I can give you information to help. So communication is to give people information which makes them play better. And if your teammates are playing better, well, you might win games and that makes you a happy person too.
Exactly.
So it's not about being selfish, it's about helping teammates and then you get more success.
Yes, and with those informations, as you said, well, you're going to start scanning because if they say man on, well,
cool, crap.
I'm looking up, there's no one here, well, man on. Yes, you're going to scan. Cool. Or if you're going to see, like the coach saying, switch. Hey, switch. You cannot switch without even seeing it. So you keep your heads up. So you hear the communication of your coach. Or maybe like your teammate going to say, hey, switch. Well, cool. So then you go there and switch. And then, hey, have a shot. Try. 1-2. Well, let's do 1-2. Yeah, cool. Communication skills. But as I said,
that's another thing.
We only call for the ball before, like, okay, if I scan, well, I'm not in a good position. Well, I'm not gonna call for the ball. I'm gonna move and then I'm gonna call for the ball. But
and that's the thing where, cool, you might have the ball and you're looking, okay, you see what's ahead of you and you're thinking, okay, maybe I can dribble the ball. But someone from another perspective sees, hey, if you dribble, we're gonna lose it. So from my perspective, I can give you better information and say, hey, look, don't go that way. Can we switch the ball, switch out? So we've actually done a Monday Mentality is going to come out about perspective and different people's perspective. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you have to listen to information because other people might be seeing things differently and they might be seeing it in a clearer way. And if you take that information on, you might start playing better. For example, like we said, if someone says man on and you think you're a superstar and you turn and lose the ball, that's an issue. But if you listen to man on, okay, I'm going to trust my teammate. If he says man on, there's probably someone about to steal the ball from behind. Can I maybe bounce and move to get into space again? So part of communication isn't a one-way street. It's not me just telling Anasio, I got to tell Anasio has to hear it and understand it. So it's a two-way street communication. So that's another important part. All right, so you can't just yap at someone.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, and this is for everything. As I said, helping your teammate in the middle of the game, mate, this is so handy for your coach. Seriously, if you do know what to talk and what to say to them, seriously, you're gonna help your coach like so much. Because sometimes we are so far away, you can beat our voice inside. So if you can hear me, I hear you out. So let me just help my teammates. Yeah, cool. That's also part of the communication skills. Guys, communication skills for me, it was one of the most good aspects for me to learn and literally keep improving here in Australia. Like, well, can you imagine me talking to you in Portuguese? Well, that's not going to happen. If I talk to you in a different language, well, maybe that's not going to happen the way we want it to. But yeah, I can guarantee to you one thing. So for example, yeah, I came here and I remember like the very first thing I come to the first coach, the head coach, the club that I was training. I was like, mate, give me some keywords. The keywords that I really need to learn to start to work as a coach. Yeah. And then that was the first one. He was like, heads up. Become a defender. Come defend. Go strike the ball. Have a shot. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then, okay, that's the very first one that I learned. So heads up, communication skills is something that I keep telling to my kids like quite all the time. Because that's the way we play in Brazil. We get the ball and then, yeah, heads up, mate, quickly.
And it from personal experience, where when I went to Italy and played, like the first year or so, where I lacked the ability to communicate, life was so much harder. As soon as I could start communicating, everything got better. And it really highlights and shows how important communication is in football, but even off the pitch, talking to your coaches. So communication on the pitch, but also can you communicate off the pitch? Talk to your teammates, talk to your coaches, get advice and feedback from your coaches, or talk to your peers and teammates and say, hey, look, when this game does start, this is what I want from you. Can you pass to my feet? Or I'm really fast, can you put me in behind? So it's not just communication on the field, but also communication off the field, building those relationships and the chemistry. So when you do get on the field, it's 10 times better. So these are all different ways you can utilize communication to make you better and play better.
Yeah. And like those keywords that I keep saying, like it's important. So you have the ball and then, there's nothing that you can do because you don't have the ball, but you have time, like enough time to go and scan and see that your teammate is in trouble. So you might going to come to them and say what? Hey, reset. And then you reset and you open up spaces to receive and start the whole play again. So yeah, sometimes you just do that, or sometimes you just say, hey, go long or something. Yeah, guys, look, some keywords would be like really important for you to do it, but you need to be smart enough to use the right word. Can you imagine like reset and the goalkeeper's not even looking? Then whoa, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well,
100%.
Anyway.
Another thing about
but yeah, that's what I think. I think like communication skills is definitely one of the most important one in the games. Yes, because you can be our voice.
So with the communication, so it's, giving information is one thing on the field, communicating off the field, but also another big part of communicating is the encouragement and motivation, like we did last couple of weeks about when you're winning or losing, the communicating of encouraging. Hey, look, let's keep going. Yeah, they scored a goal, doesn't matter. Let's get it back. Let's build up the momentum, get the motivation. So sometimes communicating is simply cheering your teammate on, encouraging. Hey, look, get your head up. Let's focus again. Let's rebuild. Or reminding them, hey, look, yeah, we are winning, but let's stay focused. Remind each other. So that type of communication.
Slow it down, yeah.
So communication.
Because like one of the words that you just mentioned, like encouragement, it's definitely, I think, the most important. You go there, you have a penalty kick, you miss it, and then you have your teammates, hey, that's all right, that's okay, it happened. So let's just move on. Come here, I'll help you. Yeah, guys, this is so important. And then, or maybe just like, yeah, you're winning like 2-3-0. And then, hey, slow down, guys. Don't get too excited. We haven't finished the game yet. Yeah, this is really important, Kai. I think, yeah, that's the reason. Like communication skills it's not like just keep talking. It's huge. It's about everything. And communication skill can be like just gesture as well. Like, hey, if you want, I'm here. I want to receive the ball on my left side. So yes, I will point it to my left side and I'll run. So people, okay, so he won the ball there. Or maybe I'll just, the good thing about having like a really nice chemistry with your team is just like sometimes you just look to the person and then, yeah, that's one kind of communication skill. If I just say, hey, Kai, never mind. Yeah. Quickly and short. And yeah, okay, he's not going to do it. If you just look to each other, sometimes we start laughing because, yeah, sometimes it's just funny the way we just look to each other. It's weird. But I'm telling you, it's 100%. Also part of communication skills.
Hey, they say a lot of communication is body language. Like you said, gestures. Communication isn't just the voice. Like you said, it's body language. Bello.
Too much. Sorry about that. Anyway.
But yeah, that is, I think we've highlighted the importance of communication. So, okay, communicating on the field when you pass the ball. Okay, tell them man on, time, turn. Or maybe a centre back can see most of the pitch, so we can tell the midfielder to switch. He can tell the striker to pass back. Also, off the field communication, building up that chemistry, talking to your coaches, getting feedback. And even when you're winning or losing, not really giving information, but just encouragement, or just reminding each other pointers, hey, let's focus. So I think those are some of the key fundamental ways that we can communicate and utilize communication to the best to get better performance and get some wins or to improve.
Cool. Perfect. Do we have any questions before we just finish?
Do not believe, so I have to exit to see, so I can't really, I can't check. But
nah, that's all right. That's all right. Look,
if
by chance we see the question, we just come down below later on for you guys, or like maybe doing like stories or something.
Hopefully,
but I think that's it for now, right?
Or hopefully the audio and the video is not too bad with the shotgun mic. But anyways, enjoy. We shall see you guys soon. By the way, if you haven't, 3v3 Futsal Championships is coming up soon. Get registered. Your team needs to be registered by next week. And of course, Mini Kickers Development Program, Advanced Program. Check out those on the website. And hey, check the YouTube out.
Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Our YouTube like video live stream, blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. I'll see you guys later.
Later. Bye bye.
Now it'll take like forever until just finish the live video. I never know how to finish.
See ya. I'm gonna leave you by yourself.